So let's talk. Continue on the story about your PLM journey, because I think part of the last card when we had this planning call, we talked a little bit about how you had to get the system stood up, and then you had a plan. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So, so when we essentially got stood up, just to the point where, like I said, we were just doing part numbers, part descriptions, etc. We start kind of going through I'll call them the modules, of PLM, and you're kind of looking at this, you're going, hey, we're paying for this subscription. All these resources are built in, right? Most of them, and you're just leaving them on the table, right? So this became an opportunity for us to say, hey, all right, now over time we can, expand, start to add things. One of the first things that we kind of looked into, and we're just wrapping up now, was CAD connector integration. Which I'll save that for Korey. But as we got into this stuff, what we found is kind of one of our pitfalls, and I think this would echo for anyone that's had a just get it stood up approach with like a we'll upgrade it later, is you can certainly program things very specifically to try and get things stood up, and it always kind of comes back and bites you in the butt later, right? So we have a lot of custom code, I'll say.
Okay.
Probably needlessly custom, and it's not from Razorleaf. Part of it's from our prior integrator, and if we had I'm going to say the patience, not just the vision, but also the patience, and maybe didn't have the urgency to get it stood up, I think we probably would have been able to wipe out a lot of that and go into some more out of the box experience, which doesn't sound like a big deal when you're just getting started. But what you find is that as you activate these other modules, right, like we go through CAD connector, we go through change management, let's say you're going into a quality module, all these modules kind of need to interface, right, and work together. And when you have I'll call it a base, a platform that is highly customized, now all of a sudden every single one of these modules need to talk to a highly customized base, right?